ايه ده يا ميس، انتوا حددتوا الجمل كلها يا ميس؟
لا معلش ثواني.
ما
اهي
ساندويتش.
خلاص اوكي معايا خلاص.
انا يا ميس.
Are you all here؟
ايوه يا ميس.
تمام. طيب we were doing number 4 and who was talking with me, who was answering it؟ أحمد وائل صح؟
ايوه.
Okay, يلا يا أحمد. Dina dyed her hair, then I saw her. Use when here Ahmed, I told you it is equal what it is equal before. Okay? يلا يا أحمد.
Dina had dyed hair when I saw her.
Thank you يا أحمد. Thank you. Turn off your camera يا زياد.
Okay.
Turn off your camera. طب number 5 Janet finished school, then she went to university. Use after. نشوف مين هيجاوب معانا. Raise hands. Okay. نور الدين حسن.
Hello.
Okay يا نور, I can hear you. Tell me number 5. Janet finished school.
Then she went to university. عايز احط after.
Yes.
Shana had
Finished.
school, then she went to university.
After فين بقى؟
ثانية. would she
You'll put after in the beginning or in the middle يعني in the middle. طيب tell me بقى. يبقى معنى كده ايه؟
Jana had finished school after.
لا يا نور. We use action number 1 after the word after. يعني finished first ولا went to university first؟
لا went to university.
يا راجل احنا
لا خلصت السكول. خلصت السكول الأول.
طيب يبقى ايه؟
يبقى هي خلصت السكول بعديها راحت الجامعة.
جميل. يبقى she went to university after.
She went to university after Janet had finished.
Excellent. بالظبط كده. يبقى Janet went to university after she had finished school. تمام. طيب let's come to number 6. My brother fell asleep a while later. يعني after some time يعني the TV program ended. Use by the time. I remind you by the time equals before. By the time equals what before. سهيل, you are here سهيل. Hi يا سهيل, tell me number 6.
مش
يلا بابا.
My brother fell asleep. By the time
when he finishes, please let him finish.
By the time the TV program had ended.
By the time يا سهيل equals before. يعني we use action number 2 after by the time.
By the time my brother had fallen asleep.
بص يا سهيل, first tell me, fell asleep happened first or ended, the program ended happened first?
Fell asleep.
تمام, يبقى ده اللي هيبقى past perfect. وهاد program ended ده اللي will be what? past simple. خلاص. by the time بقى is always followed by past simple.
Okay.
اللي هو action number 2. ها يلا يبقى ايه؟
My brother had fallen asleep. By the time the TV program ended.
Thank you very much. You are an excellent boy. All of you actually are excellent boys. Okay. Let's move to exercise D.
No.
نكتب في آخر واحد.
I like. بس السؤال.
Tell me your questions quickly. ها.
زي في number 5 اللي هي خلصت الجامعة بعديها خلصت السكول.
number 5 كده انت اقراها كويس كده. اقراها كويس.
هي راحت الجامعة بعديها خلصت
بعديها هي جملة معناها كده. اقرا جملة كويس.
university after she had finished school.
What does it mean? إن هي finished first and then she went to university. صح؟
قلنا عكسنا
نعم؟
يعني المفروض نقول she had finished school after
do we use
خلصت المدرسة بعد الجامعة.
ثواني لا do we use past perfect with action number 2 ها do we use past perfect with action number 2
لا أنا قصدي يا مس if Jane finished her school after she had gone to university.
طب ما انا عارفه، ما انا انت كده انت لخبطت الدنيا، ما انت كده لخبطت الدنيا، انت كده قلبت معنى اصلا بتاعها. انت خليتها خلصت دخلت الجامعه الاول وبعد كده خلصت المدرسه، ده معنى الجمله اللي انت قلتها. انت ترتيب الاكشنز عندك كده مش صح. اوكي طيب let's move to this. Find the mistake and correct it. Each sentence has a mistake. You are going to tell me where is the mistake and you correct it. Okay. The plane has already landed when we arrived at the airport. Where is the mistake? Let me choose. The one who's singing, please stop singing. I know you had a nice voice, but stop singing. مالك؟ بطل غنى.
Yes, miss. The plane has
Where is the mistake here?
The plane has already landed when you arrived at the airport.
Have a mistake here. Where is it? And correct it.
Can I answer?
Who are you?
Hussein Joker.
Okay, Hussein, tell me. The plane
Has.
طب دي mistake تمام. والcorrection?
Had.
Excellent Hussein. Thank you. It's had. طب number 2. When my father had got home, my mom had already prepared dinner. When my father had got home, my mom had already prepared dinner.
Can I say it?
Remember, had here, sorry, when here equals before. When here equals before. And I want Ziad.
Can I say it?
I want Ziad.
Okay, teacher. When my father had got home, my mom had already prepared dinner. When my father went home,
Excellent يا زياد.
my mom had already prepared dinner.
طيب انت you changed the verb. Why did you change the verb? We can use got. We can use got يعني. Just remove had and use got in the past simple. It's correct. Okay? تمام. Okay, number 3. Tony had done his homework before he had gone out to play. Had gone. Where is the mistake?
هو ايه الكوريكت
معلش هو ايه الكوريكتنج بتاع
remove had. We'll use got in the past simple. When my father got home. Got in the past simple. Just remove had only. Okay? طيب محمد أحمد هاني.
يعني احنا مثلنا had بس.
Yes, and you kept because it's got. So the past participle and the past simple are the same. Tony had done his homework before he had gone out to play.
Yes, number 2 إجابتها إيه؟
remove had only and keep got past simple. يلا يا
حط his.
No, I didn't say this. I just said remove had, and keep got only.
Okay.
Tony had done. Huh.
ها
أنا
معلش
I asked who to answer.
Yes, miss.
دي
محمد أحمد هاني. يلا محمد. ها.
Tony had done his homework before he went.
Excellent, thank you. Before he went, thank you. Okay. Okay, let's move to number 4. By the time I had left the office, it had started raining. يلا يا مست... مين اللي سيف هيثم. By the time I had left the office, it had started raining.
Miss, by the time دي معناها before صح؟
Yes, excellent, bravo.
نشيل had.
It will be what? Left only. بالظبط. يبقى left here past simple because it's a leave left. Left. Past simple and past participle are the same. Past simple and past participle are the same. So we don't change it. Okay? Just remove had. She had finished doing the washing up when the phone had rung. When here equals before. أنا عايزة محمد أسامة. محمد أسامة, unmute yourself يا محمد. And tell me number 5.
Yes.
Tell me number 5. She had finished.
ميس احنا نشطب هات برضه في نمبر 4.
Because left is past participle and past simple. Leave left. ها. When here equals before محمد. When here equals before. ها.
Finish it. لا اسمها إذا اسمها دي rang.
Excellent. هتبقى rank. Thank you محمد. Okay. Matt has decided to travel around the world after he had finished university. Let me choose سيف إبراهيم. سيف معايا سيف. Are you here سيف؟ سيف إبراهيم. سيف, you are here? Hello سيف, you are not here. طب يا سيف يلا. Matt has decided to travel around the world after he had finished the university. Where is the mistake? We have after here. Your voice is not clear, Yasif. Are you talking?
Yes.
Tell me the answer. Matt had decided to travel around the world after he had finished. Tell me the mistake.
هو مثل احنا بنجيب في الأول مثل الباست participle وفي
The mistake. There is a mistake here. One of these tenses is not correct. One of these tenses. يا إما had decided هي اللي غلط, يا إما had finished هي اللي غلط. Tell me which of them.
decided.
Excellent. It will be what? Decided only, right?
Yes.
تمام. So we are going to cross what?
had.
Excellent. We are going to cross had and keep decide only because it's a regular verb. Decided. Okay? Thank you, Yusuf. طيب عايزة يوسف كريم number 7. يلا يا يوسف. Diane has made sandwiches for the picnic before the children woke up. Where is the mistake يا يوسف? Where is the mistake? Has. It will be what يا يوسف?
had.
Excellent, Yusuf. Thank you. Thank you, Yusuf. طيب, let's move to the last one, number 8. Let's choose Yusuf Yasser. Yusuf Yasser. ايه ده يوسف ياسر? You don't have a mic يا يوسف in front of you. يوسف ياسر. You can hear me?
يا ميس هو ميس لما بيبقى شايل المايك يا ميس محدش بيسمع اصلا. يعني دلوقتي لو انا شلت المايك انا مش هسمع حضرتك.
طب ما ماشي، هو كده مش موجود عنده مايك ومش سامعني اصلا. عبد الله. عبد الله. Monica cleaned the house after the children have left for school. يلا عبد الله.
Number what can I answer?
Yes, number 8 يا عبد الله.
Monica cleaned the house
Cleaned
after
يا عبد الله.
the
Cleaned يا عبد
children.
الله. عبد الله. Cleaned not cleaned. Cleaned.
Monica cleaned the house
Cleaned
after
يا عبد الله. Cleaned.
Monica cleaned the house after the children have left for school.
طب where is the mistake?
Have had.
Excellent.
She
Have will
have
be
what?
had. Yes, have will be had. Thank you. طيب, now we've finished. You have only one exercise homework in this lesson. It's in page 58, exercise A, as in the newsletter. Now we are going to move to story. طيب, if we are disconnected يا جماعة, please join again. Okay? If you are disconnected.
Teacher miss هو الواجب ايه؟
Exercise number A, page 85.
Miss where?
Exercise A, page 85. Sorry, 58. أنا آسفة. سوري أنا آسفة. طبعا ده بلس الرايتنج اللي هنتكلم عنه بعد ما نخلص.
في الجرامر بوك.
في الجرامر بوك page 58 exercise A, choose. طيب, let's move now to another thing, story. You have a story chapter 4 and 5. I hope we can finish it, and if we are disconnected please join again. Okay? معايا؟
Can I ask a question?
Tell me.
هو مش الامتحان هيبقى جاي كام صفحة؟
When I finish what I'm doing, I'll talk about your questions. Okay? We don't have time to waste. I have things to finish and then I listen to all your questions. تمام؟ And we are going to add على فكرة because the time will not be enough. يلا. Open your story page 17, chapter 4. We are going to study today inshallah chapter 4 and 5. طيب.
4 and 5.
We are going to start 4 and 5. 4 now. Okay. The title of this chapter is The Prince of Morocco Visits Portia. Who can tell me who is Portia? فين hands. Where is your hands? Where are your hands? Where are your hands? Where are your hands? Yes. Yes يا مصطفى أحمد. Portia. Mustafa, who is Portia?
Yes, miss.
Who is Portia, Mustafa? Ahmed Wael. Who is Portia, Ahmed? You are raising your hand.
She was young and beautiful and rich.
Yes. And who wants to marry her?
Basan.
And what did he do in order to marry her?
He would borrow money from Antonio and to show her that he had a lot of money.
So Portia is a very rich lady, is beautiful, and Bassanio wanted to marry her. But Bassanio doesn't have money. He is poor. He lost all his money. So he went to his best friend Antonio to let him to lend him some money. Okay. Did Antonio have money now?
No,
No, he
No.
didn't have money, but he had an idea. What was his idea?
uh,
To
can
borrow from
uh,
another merchant.
borrow from the rich men in the town.
Tamam, the richest. Okay, so he doesn't have money now. He decided to borrow some money for Bassanio from a rich merchant, another one, but he is a Jew. He is called what?
Shalko.
Shylock. Shylock. He is called Shylock. Did Shylock agree? Did Shylock?
Yes.
He agreed,
Yes.
but he agreed on one condition. What?
But if Antonio
Miss Seba, what's the meaning of child?
Shylock.
doesn't,
Shylock is a name. Shylock is a name.
Yeah, okay.
One condition.
but
His condition
if
is.
Antonio doesn't buy 30,000 pounds to Shiloh,
Hmm?
he will take a kilo
Pound, a
of
pound, a pound of flesh, a pound of
meat,
flesh.
a pound of meat.
تمام. So Shylock said he agreed to lend them money on one condition, that if Antonio didn't pay back the money on a certain time, Shylock would cut a pound of flesh, a pound of meat of his body from any part he wants. Right. Why did Shylock want to do this? Because he hated Antonio. He hated Antonio very much, and he wanted to take revenge of him. He wanted to do something very bad to him. He wanted to kill him. Okay?
He,
Because Antonio was treating Shylock badly. He doesn't like Shylock, he was treating him badly. So Shylock doesn't like him too. He hated him. That's why he wanted to kill him. Okay, he doesn't need the money. He wanted to kill Antonio. Okay? Antonio agreed because he was sure that he would pay the money. Antonio was.
Miss, your sound is very short. I can't hear you.
Yes.
Antonio agreed because he was sure he was going to pay back the money on the certain or before the certain date. Okay, طيب, let's now move to Portia. Let's see Portia. What's happening with Portia now? Let's read and ask questions. Pay attention. I'm going to ask anyone any question anytime. Okay. The Prince of Morocco arrived in Belmont. Belmont is a place, a city. It's a city. To court.
Miss, can I ask a question?
Would you please let me finish first and then you ask your question?
Okay.
The Prince of Morocco arrived in Belmont to court the lady Portia. He was a very rich man and very strong. He was brave in war. He came to Belmont with some servants. People always knew when the Prince of Morocco was coming because his servants knew that the prince was all very wonderful. The prince told
اللي
Portia,
بيطبق يبطل.
يا ريت to turn off your mic.
أيوة مش في واحد
Turn
قاعد
off
يا
your mics, please. Or shall I mute you all? The prince told Portia about his famous battles. He bragged about how many
Miss,
victories.
I can't hear you.
Wallahi, I'm talking
Please,
as
please,
loud.
raise your voice.
I am raising my voice as loudly as I can. The prince told
اسمع
Portia
اسمع
about his famous battles. He bragged about how many victories he had won and how he won them. He told her how brave and strong he was. He told her how many good things about himself. Type. Here in these two paragraphs, someone was coming to the city in order to ask Portia to marry him. Okay? And this person is the Prince of Morocco. You know, a prince, it's like a king.
Me.
Okay? A prince is like a king. Okay.
The son of the king.
Yes, it's a little يعني less than a king.
أمير.
He came to
The son of the king.
He came to the city where Portia lives. It's called Belmont. Belmont is the city where Portia lives, and he came to ask her to marry him. طب what did he do بقى? He started talking about himself, how brave he is, what are the wars he went into, and how he won these wars. Okay, and he started in order to make her what? Why did he do this? He wanted her to admire him, to like him. Okay. He told her بقى إيه? All the women in my country love me. He posted. He was very proud to say this. He was very proud. However, he knew he might not win Portia for his wife. Strength and bravery were not needed in the game of a chance. If a strong man had a weak man play a game of a chance, the weak man has as much a chance of winning as the strong man. So Portia here is not interested in strong men. She doesn't want a strong man. She wanted to choose a good husband, and she had some qualities, some good qualities in order to find in a person to marry him. يبقى Portia is not searching for what?
A brave one.
A brave one and a strong one. He had some idea, or she had another or different qualities for the man she's going to marry. Okay. طيب, if I don't choose a box, it's a game. She's going to play a game. She's going to play a
مش
game.
أنا مش فاهمة.
مش فاهم ايه. Someone is coming from his country in order to ask Portia to marry him. تمام؟
Miss, can I ask a question بقى?
مش أنا.
Teacher, can I ask a question?
Tell me your questions.
What's the meaning of trumpets and servants?
Servant is a person who serves you, the one who works with you at your house.
Okay, عبد.
لا, not a slave, not a slave. Someone who works for you for some money. You give him money for doing something at your home, for example. Okay.
Okay, and trumpet.
Trumpet is an instrument that's like a flute. To make a high sound to announce someone was coming.
Okay. طب يا مس هو ايه موروكو دي؟
ايه Morocco? It's a country.
مغرب.
Yes, it's a country. Morocco is a country.
Okay.
تمام.
And what's the meaning of praised?
What?
Miss with trumpets.
Praised. But he bragged about how many he had won and how.
خلاص. Bragged here means to be proud of. He was very proud of, like the word posted. Like these two words have the same meaning. Okay? I explained the trumpet. I told the trumpet, I said, musical instrument. تمام؟
مش بينغبش قوي انا مش سامع حاجه.
What can I do? I can send you a recorded session for the story.
Miss يعني ايه trumpets?
Musical instrument.
يعني بص لا معنا بريدج
اللي هو to be proud of something.
فخور.
Yes. If I don't, we are running out of time. If we are disconnected يا جماعة, please join again. If we are disconnected, please join again. Here.
I don't understand.
Yasif, I said, Prince of Morocco is asking Portia to marry her. Is it difficult?
مش بالصحة عندنا حصة بعد الحصة دي.
في فرق.
بس بعدها لسه بعدها بشوية
فرق نص ساعة. ماشي. Portia, Prince of Morocco wanted to marry Portia. خلاص. he was talking about himself. He wanted her to like him, to admire him, but she's not interested of what all he was talking about. She's not interested about his strength. She's not interested about his bravery. She wanted other qualities in a man. That's why she is going to play a game. Let's see the game. Let's see the
teacher
game.
طب what the meaning of victories
Hmm?
victories يعني win يعني
ايه ده في ايه؟
victories how many victories
يا عم كس
يعني
which line? Which line?
اللي هو يمس فيها abridged about how many victories
Victories, winning. The wars he won. The wars he
ما انا قلت يمس victories يعني winning ولا لا
victories.
كنت بسأل كده.
Victories, yes. If I don't
يعني
choose a box, the prince might go to someone who is worthy of winning.
where's this text
يا جماعة turn off your mics. Turn off your mics, please. If I
شاطر ايه
don't choose a box, the prize might go to someone who is not worthy of winning it, he said. That's true, agreed Portia, and there is nothing I can do about it. It's a rule that my father made before he died. So Portia's father, before he died, he prepared 3 boxes for her. Each box contains certain thing, but one box only of these 3 boxes had the right choose. If the person choose this box, he would marry Portia. So anyone who is going to marry Portia, he has to choose one box of 3 boxes. If he chose the right box, he will marry her. تمام؟ طيب, let's see. The prince was certain that he would die of sadness if someone else chose the right box and won Portia as his wife. So Prince of Morocco wanted very much to marry Portia, and he was afraid that he would choose the wrong one. If he choose the wrong box, in this case, he will not marry Portia. He asked Portia to take him to the boxes and allow him to choose. But Portia said what? Remember, said Portia, that if you choose the wrong box, you cannot marry anyone. I know, he answered the prince, looking at the beautiful Portia, and I will take my chance. Yani I will choose. Where are the boxes? I want to choose one. Portia said that they would have dinner first. يعني before you choose, we are going to have dinner first. After dinner, you may choose, she said. Then I will be either the happiest or the saddest. The happiest if he chose the right box, and the saddest if he chose the wrong box. The saddest man, said the Prince of Morocco. So, in this chapter, we knew about one of the men who wanted to marry Portia. He's a Prince of Morocco, and he had to play a game. He had to choose one of the 3 boxes, and he had to choose the right box. If he chose the right box, he would marry Portia. If he chose the wrong one, he will not marry Portia, and he will leave. Okay? Are you following? Are you all following? Okay.
yes
Do you have any question in this chapter?
no
All of you, do you have any question?
بس هو أساسا chapter كلمتين
no
يعني
no
سهل.
هو 1 page and a half. Okay, let's move to chapter 5. طيب, let's see بقى chapter 5 what happened. A servant tricks his father and gets the new job. Let's see what does it mean. Shylock, the merchant, remember Shylock, the merchant from who Antonio borrowed the money. تمام. Shylock had a servant whose name was Lancelot. اسمه Lancelot. يبقى Shylock had a servant whose name was Lancelot.
You can't hear you.
Shylock.
Teacher, we can't hear you.
I'm trying to raise my voice. Shylock had a servant whose name
Teacher, we can't hear you.
You can't hear why?
لا سامعينها.
Shylock had a servant whose name was Lancelot. Lancelot didn't like working for Shylock and was always thinking about running away from him. He believed the devil was telling him to run away, but his conscience was telling him to stay. He couldn't decide what to do. He knew he should not obey the devil and that his conscience was telling him the right thing to do. First, he decided to obey his conscience and stay. Then he thought if he stayed, he would be obeying the devil because Shylock was like a devil too. When he thought of that, he decided he should run away. طيب, what's the meaning of this بقى? Shylock had a servant called Lancelot. Lancelot doesn't want to work anymore for Shylock. He doesn't want to obey him. And he was talking to himself. Shall I run away or shall I stay? The devil tells me to run away, but my good thing, my good person, my good mind, my good thinking tells me to stay. Okay, this is the word conscience. Conscience means my good mind, my good thinking. Okay, so two things are talking to inside him, devil and himself, his good self, his good mind, his good thinking. Okay, his devil tells him run away, leave Shylock, don't work with Shylock, and his good thinking tells him no, you have to stay with Shylock. Okay, this is the meaning of this paragraph.
What's the meaning of
What the meaning of what?
teacher, what he look أول كلمة في
ده اس.
Shylock, the merchant, the one from whom Antonio borrowed the money. Okay.
Oh, okay. And what's the meaning of the
conscience?
Devil.
الشيطان.
What's the meaning of devil? Yeah. What's the meaning of devil?
Again?
Yeah.
As he was thinking about this, a very
not again. And his
conscience. I said conscience. Your
اسمه ما كانش معانا.
مش عارفة.
الناس قالتهم 3 مرات.
Conscience means your good thinking, your good self. You are when you are good. When you are thinking well. When you are thinking well. As he was thinking about this, a very old man carrying a basket came to him. He asked Lancelot where the money lender Shylock lived. Lancelot recognized this man. Recognized here means he knew him. It was his own father. Jobo. Or Gobo. So, who is Gobo? Gobo is Shylock's father. But the poor old man was quite blind. He cannot see, was quite blind, and he didn't recognize his son. Lancelot was a strange man and decided to have some fun with his father. So, أسفة. This man is Lancelot's father. Lancelot was servant.